What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're gonna be working on fixing this paint job again. And Jeffrey's already sanded the whole car down and he's cut and buffed it. There's some spots on the paint that I feel like if we do it again it'll be a lot better. So we still have some runs on the paint job too, like you can see here that he's tried to hit, but I think if I keep going at it, it'll actually clear it up. It's almost there to the point where it's starting to even out with the rest of the paint, but it is a bit soft and it's starting to get kind of hazy, so maybe we could wait till it gets a little more cured and dry. But I think I'm gonna try it just a little bit right here, see if I could get some of that out. But let me show you guys the paint from a little further back, and it's looking so much better now. So you guys can actually see the reflection of myself on this paint, and this side too. So everything's looking a lot more even now, and there's my reflection there. So like I said, you see like minor orange peel still, but I think if we sand it one more time and kind of work at it, it'll get a lot smoother. But the hood is pretty good. I'm really happy about the hood, and the fenders too. I think they turned out pretty good. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and start sanding some more, and then I'll show you guys the results after we do it and see if I could get it down. So what I'm doing here is just getting this 1500 grit, wrapping it around this Scotch-Brite so I kind of have something better to hold on to, and then I'm just gonna lightly go over the drips so that I could sand it down evenly. Luckily this is just a single stage paint job, so we don't have to worry about burning through clear, and I know that drips are usually bad when it comes to two-stage paints because you have the clear and then the base coat. But with this, we have a pretty thick layer of the single stage paint on there, so we just have to sand it down and hopefully we don't burn through the paint. But we did lay on a lot of layers onto this car, so I think we should be okay. We should be able to sand down this drip here, and it's not too thick, so I think it should be okay. But as you guys can see, I'm already working it through, and there's the drippage there, and it was actually going along this whole thing, so you can see that it's a lot smoother already. So I just have to get all of this down right here, and I don't know if you can see that on camera, but once I get all of that smooth, I'm gonna go ahead and try to polish it and then see if it'll come out really clean. So yep, I'll update you guys once I'm done. Alright, so I've been sanding for a few minutes now, and you guys can see here it's super smooth, nice and hazy all around. It's one even haze. You guys can see here when you sand it, you get these like little empty spots, these low spots, and that is the orange peel. So my main goal was just to sand it all real smooth. I first hit it with 1500 grit, and then I went to 2000, so we'll see if that's enough. You can see the edges here, there's still a lot of low spots, but I'm gonna leave it. We're not gonna be too worried about the edges. Like I said, we just want the main bulk of the body panels to be super clean. And you can see here most of the dripping is gone, but there's still a little bit that you can see. However, it's pretty even. I think it'll look okay, and it'll look good enough just for what we're doing here. So I'm not trying to make it perfect, but just to be good enough so that we don't have to so that we don't see the drippage no more. So if it's not too even, it's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just polish it now, and then I'll show you guys the results. We should be able to see the difference because I didn't do the whole panel, and so we'll see if I did a good job or not. So I just finished sanding, so I just finished buffing the panel, and man, it looks so much better now. You guys can see here, look how smooth that is. It's pretty much a mirror finish now. And let me move to the side here, and you can see it gets a little more dull, but as I move right here, it's super clear. Look at that. You can really see myself now. It looks so much better. And see how smooth that is. So want to do the whole car, but we're out of sandpaper, so we're actually kind of eager to put everything on. And I think we could just sand it next time. We're not that big in a rush to sand the whole car again. Jeffrey just did that all day today, so we're actually going to put everything on and then see how it looks like, because I'm kind of excited just to see how it'll look with everything on, like the tail lights and the bumpers. So we're going to do that right now, and then just kind of, and then we'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. But the paint so far looks pretty good the way it is, but I think if I sand it like this piece right here, the whole car will look really good. So we'll probably do that when it dries out more too, because it is kind of soft still, and I think it's leaving a lot of scratches in the paint because the paint hasn't really cured yet. So we can actually sand the whole car again once it fully cures in like a week or so, and then we'll see how that goes. But yep, I'll update you guys once we put some of the stuff on. Alright, so we got the whole rear assembly put together, all the bumpers, all the lights, and the JDM, like the rear trim right here, and it looks so good right now. So here it is. Man, this car looks kind of black, but it looks so much better with everything on there. Jeffrey kind of polished the tail lights and the centerpiece as well, the JDM centerpiece, and it's looking really good. We wiped down the rear bumper, bolted it on, put the nuts on here, put this rear signal lights on here. Dang, it's looking good. So that's it for tonight. We're not gonna do the front because we're kind of running out of daylight, but pretty excited to put on the front end and see how that looks too. You could kind of see how wavy our bodywork is at night. It is not the best, but we're gonna eventually trade out the hood for something different anyways. But everything else looks really good. This whole car is looking pretty good right now. Like I said, we're gonna wait till this fully dry so we can use tape and then maybe just paint all of this black again so that it looks good. I know the OEM paint scheme for the coupes, this centerpiece right here on the door is supposed to be black, but since the car is going to be dark anyways, we didn't do like a black trim here, but and we just left it like this. Because you won't really be able to tell if it was black anyways, because this paint is already kind of blackish. But everything else looks good. Man, look at all that shines. Super happy with this. Way better than the first paint job. It's actually dried and we can actually work on it and kind of try to make it better, but it's still not the perfect paint job. Hopefully I get better. I have like 3 more cars that I need to do, so I mean eventually maybe the last car that I do will be a really decent paint job, but hoping to perfect my painting skills and just get better at this. But hope you guys enjoyed it. Tomorrow I will be uploading us putting on the front end and then maybe some other stuff too. We do want to put on the side skirts, but we're gonna have to wait till that kind of dries up and maybe we have to sand it down and fix it up too. But overall, hope you guys are excited about this build. It's finally coming together. There's still a lot for us to do with it. We're gonna do some interior stuff, take out the seats and maybe put some different ones in, and then just do little things like that. So yep, hope you guys enjoyed it and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, peace.